There's nothing wrong with feeling that way. Saying it to the person is dickish. Situation is stupid to begin with. If the person's body is a turn off, why would you hook up with them? Greater than saying it to the person is dickish. Especially saying it in the midst of a hookup. Nothing wrong with feeling that way, but telling a person that you find them unattractive accomplishes nothing but making the other person feel like shit. Just inwardly acknowledge your lack of attraction, and move on. It costs nothing to be kind. Also, based on this post about the guy, how can you not notice the person you're hooking up with got big breasts and ask the sec you set eyes on them? Why would he be dating someone he is unattached to? And Jesus, that last edit. During sex. That's monstrous. Poor girl is going to have a complex the rest of her life. Edit. Unattracted. Will never forget someone saying to me right after sex, "No offense but you're no 10. I knew him for about a year and a half before we had sex. He knew what I looked like. This wasn't a one-night stand. Definitely won't ever forget those words." Why is he dating women he isn't attracted to and then complaining and insulting them for it like it's their fault? Date women you actually find attractive. Problem solved. Everyone has preferences and that's okay. But actually date people who embody those preferences. He likely can't find any attractive, to him, woman to date him and leashes out at the unfortunate person giving him a chance. What is the purpose in saying something like that? If she's so unattractive that you won't fuck, then don't, and then there's no reason to critique her physicality. If you're willing to fuck, then she's clearly not that unattractive, so there's no purpose in critiquing her physicality. For another perspective, flip it around. Would you be cool with a woman you're hooking up with telling you that she doesn't like how small your dick is, and you have no ass? She's just being honest. Well-knitted reply. Why is he hooking up with them if he's not turned on by them? Because sex is like a pizza. An excellent one is excellent, but even a bad one is still good. Not being attracted to someone's body is fine. Still using said body to get your dick wet is where I see a problem. I think you can think whatever you want and do whatever you want as long as you don't shame or degrade others. If you think someone is ugly and still fuck them, no one has done anything wrong as long as there is a respectful send-off and no one is being rude to anyone. Depends. Did anyone ask? If not, keep your opinion to yourself like everything else. Yeah, this is it right here. Because the real question is, was it needed? No one in the world wants to hear something negative about their appearance. Don't comment on someone's appearance when it cannot be changed in 10 seconds. If I don't like XYZ, I will not go near it. Say that XYZ is not my thing, type. No need to make a post about XYZ for attention. Devil's advocate. What about face without makeup? Give 10 seconds to fix it or forever undateable. We all have preferences, but don't make someone feel awful about their self. So would that guy be cool with a girl telling him she thinks his dick is too small and didn't satisfy her? That his stomach is too big, his arms are too small, and she is not attracted to his body? No, it wouldn't. She just wouldn't see him again and that would be that. Why would that be a problem? If you don't like me, tell me. Redditors live in a fantasy world where every interaction between people should be logically sound and reasonable, all the while they suffer from crippling social anxiety and think all the adults that surrounded them as children were narcissistic simply because they weren't fully supportive of their assorted idiosyncrasies. Basically, never read a post, and then think the reactions are those of normal people. There's a reason most of the commenters were bullied as children. I still remember getting banned by raised by narcissists a few years ago because I told some dumb 24-year-old who wanted to move into her new boyfriend's that everything in her bedroom was not hers and if she waited for her parents to leave to take all of it against their expressed wishes anyway, that was stealing. Because at least 3 people told her to do that. If your parents won't let you have your bedroom furniture, steal it. She was also kind enough to admit that her parents paid for her college and she wasn't paying rent. The narcissist boomer bastards. I don't critique anything people can't physically change. If one eye drops further than the other, I want like it, but I won't tell them about it because they were born that way. They can't do anything about it. It's not my cup of tea, but it's also not their fault. Greater than am I an idiot or something? Yes. Or just no empathy. WTF, tears of joy, tears of joy. There is absolutely nothing wrong with feeling that way. People like what they like. What's FD up is having sex with the person. Hooking up when they think you're into them as a person and in a relationship. If it's just a hookup, even then, don't use people when you're not attracted to them. That's a desperate trash move. What value does it bring to tell someone this? What's the actual point? Just have sex with people you are attracted to instead of putting yourself in a position through your own actions where you would have sex with someone you aren't attracted to. If it's a matter of, they were bigger than I thought they were, based on your previous comments, just don't fucking have sex then. Why are you dating someone who turns you off? Just GTFO. They may have other good qualities. They may have a sparkling personality, or be a good conversationalist, or be really fun to be around, or have a good sense of humor, or be kind and caring. I've certainly dated a few who I wasn't really attracted to physically, but wasn't repulsed by either, who had other things going for them. Tell that to fat chicks who get offended when you say you're not into fat chicks. It does not need to be said, especially with your crass wording. When you choose to be crass, you also choose to be deliberately offensive. That's why YTA. Just decline to pursue people you're not attracted to. If they ask why, just discreetly tell them you don't prefer larger body sizes. If you don't like someone or are not attracted to them, stop seeing him. Just be kind about it. Using being honest as an excuse to be an asshole to someone else still makes you an asshole. I mean, why on earth would you have sex with someone you don't find sexually attractive? Sounds weird. Maybe others found it weird, too. There's nothing wrong with having preferences, obviously. Because he is a desperate male and unlike women, they have slim pickings. On top of that, also bad personality he could only barely hide until after sex.